Now the return. Here comes Randall. Drive right at the 20-yard line.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Well, now they'll try the end around.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't...
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for James Starks out of the backfield. Third down here.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. They'll run it here with Michael. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They come out here in the eye. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And for Nelson, second-best performance of the year in Week 13, over 100 yards at 118, a touchdown as well.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but in the beginning of the season, didn't you sense that most people thought that those two, talking about Jordy Nelson and Aaron Rodgers, would pick right up where they left off before Nelson's knee injury?
I know I thought so in my fantasy draft.
Yeah, of course you did. But we probably shouldn't have thought that. It takes some time to get your timing back, Jordy Nelson to round into form. And I think in the last month of this season, we've seen that connection reestablished in a big way for Green Bay. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Rodgers. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
In the red zone this time. First down and goal to go from the 7. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kristen Michael, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this past week, he led all rushers on Sunday, did McCoy. 130 yards on the ground, and he did that on just 17 carries.
He also caught the ball pretty well, too, didn't he, partner? Would he have 7 catches in that game?
61 yards.
And how about his recuperative powers? Because a couple weeks ago in Cincinnati, he hurt his thumb, and that necessitated surgery on Monday after a Sunday game. He played the very next week, so 2 weeks later, he's running and catching with abandon.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield.
We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you can almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus-yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
So there you go. Holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles' 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, the big rookie from UCLA. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers now on first down. So Nelson's got it here right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey...
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned it into a topic of conversation, but I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that, but all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost, and everybody's got to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. And quickly they get to the line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. What? None.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. We are all even on the scoreboard, so I guess sort of just a blank slate as we start the third.
You just exhale at the half and start over. Come out with some excitement and try and set the tone with your defense.
Defense showing blitz. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Bills are going to have a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor to throw. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
They come up in an offset eye. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw is Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Julius Peppers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The play clock's running down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. Throwing now is Rodgers. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. Now 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball. Build who's going to make the big play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Taylor to throw on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fresh set of downs here. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Again, it's McCoy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Third and 2, now Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Play clock winding down. Now Rodgers. And he finds Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers with a keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. They've played a great game. This has been a great game. It's tied. They're just hoping to push this one to OT.
This has been fun, hasn't it, partner? This feels like one of those well-pitched baseball games. Low scoring, and will one play make the difference? And where's it going to come from? Right now, they're hoping that it doesn't happen, and they can just get this game to OT.
Yeah, I mentioned they're hoping to get it to OT. They'd take a turnover as well. Here's Taylor to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that... drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Ten yards to go on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Taylor to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Yep. Here's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it is all up to Dan Carpenter. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I can't help but marvel at how calm these field goal kickers seem to be in situations like this. You know I'm shaking up here like a leaf, and I don't have to kick it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.